Discretion is advised.
Happy Monday. You are listening and or watching PWNCAST. We are episode 157. We are in patch 7.1. No, we are in patch 7.2. Holy crap, I totally had a senior moment. I'm going to call it a senior moment. Tonight we are going to be talking about the little news that's coming from the stuff for the calendar this week as far as events are concerned. Not a whole lot of actual World of Warcraft news outside of a lot of 7.2.5 talk. I did compile all the new things that are coming with that patch. So we have that and much, much more. So make sure you guys stay right here.
You have crossed into the world of the dead in search of answers.
Amongst the Azeroth elite, there is a group that defies convention. A group that stands in the face of trolls and doesn't flinch. A group that strives on unity, trust, and unwavering resolve. A group that eats tacos. For the players, by the players, we bring you. She can start a revolt with a Chaos Bolt, Bell, the PWNCAST Vanguard. Snap back and get faster for the Pet Battle Grandmaster, Gemma Banks. He's sharp as a dagger with that dapper swagger, Secret Sauce. With holy might as strong as his ancient knowledge, Remedies, the Argent Loremaster. We bow to no one. We are Legion. We are PWNCAST.
Guys, it's about that time where we can just focus on each other, guys. Just each other without these three getting in our way. We could just love each other and we could just be. Just kidding. Because these guys want to give you all the love, and I suppose I should unmute them. What do you guys think? Should we take a vote here? Should we unmute? Should we leave them muted?
Yes, that's fine.
We'll unmute just because
I can go play something else.
I'm a team player.
Team player.
No.
Lies.
Guys.
Huh? Oh, hey. I wasn't sure if we were off mute yet.
That's
World of
hurtful.
WoW.
Yeah.
That is hurtful.
I thought it was.
World of non-PvP cast?
I thought it was Jimmy Banks.
Listen, it was.
Four
It's
by
World
four.
of GMAcast. Live and in color.
Jimmy Banks 4x4.
He has a lot of black on, so that's more of a shade
He
than a
really
color.
looks like
but
he's going to a funeral, but let's...
with the hat on, too.
With the hat on even. Guys, welcome back. I did bring the
Welcome.
Riders of Rohan with me. I did bring the monk who is blessed enough to get his best in slot monk legendary trinket. And of all places, hashtag fan favorite, Suramar, Gemma Banks.
What were you killing, a mob?
Is it true?
No. It is very true. I was trying to get more friendly with my people and just do the quest. So I did the 4 quests or whatever and did the hand in, and I was very blessed and happy to
There you go. That's
to
right.
get best in slot legendary trinket. So
Of
That's
all places,
awesome.
for it
I
to be
know.
the fan favorite, it just does so much good for my heart that, like,
well, we've
feels
gone through
good,
phases
man.
now. I pretended to like Suramar because I didn't know about it. Then I actually did the Suramar quest, hated it, and now I'll stay in between. It's a good place.
Yeah, you love it now because you got, you
Yeah.
got stuff from it. I did also bring the priest who is now broke because he spent all of his money trying to look cool. Listen, it's not going to happen.
It
Secret?
was a spring sale, so I didn't go broke. There's a difference. Now, if I would bought this week, then I would have been broke. Fact.
And then you flipped that around because he was already swagged out.
Well, in flashback to when he's wearing a hat that Gemma paid like $60 for and he paid like $12.
So mad. I bought another one though.
You could say he was robbed.
Fraction of the price.
I did bring the very salty and bitter paladin who finally killed heroic Gul'dan. He's a little salty and bitter because he didn't kill it, the first week we downed it as a guild. Rem, how do you feel with all that salt?
It wasn't salty. I just had to work through it. So, I mean...
He's lying. He was really salty when he did not down it. FYI.
When you initially hear it, you probably were a little. Did you get any loots from the drop?
No.
Oh,
even better.
Salty. She's right.
Isn't that how it always goes? Like, you finally get the kill and then nothing. Because that's what happened for me last year.
Well, I got the ring, but it was like 5 item levels up, so it wasn't...
That's okay. We all know you wanted the trinket.
Last raid, I was pretty frustrated, so I get it.
You were frustrated.
I was frustrated because we finally downed him and I got nothing. I was like, wow, nothing? Okay, thanks. What? So I feel like in a raid, the last boss should be guaranteed a loot something.
Well,
yeah, you get loot. You get AP.
Timeout, pandering. No. I thought about that.
I feel like
now the loot is just aloof.
I feel like just not pandering so much, but for the last boss, if you don't get anything for the whole raid, I think the last boss should be the one that matters as far as loot's concerned, in my opinion.
But you guys are doing Master Looter, right?
No, Master Loot,
well,
sir. With the way that it changed with somebody else getting that same piece and being able to trade it, we don't need Master Loot. We have more success on personal loot.
Blizzard definitely doesn't want to give the whole raid team a lot of gear, so you don't have to run it as much. They want you running it probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't even think I need anything off Gul'dan. Maybe a tier piece, perhaps, but most of the stuff is the other more difficult, more challenging, like Illisand, as far as my Warlock's concerned, because I got some of the other tier stuff. So
nice.
Yeah.
But good things for sure, guys. I want to talk about something, but I forgot. So we're gonna have to.
It burns. You need to see a doctor.
We're gonna have to move on to what's going on in World of Warcraft this week. Lich King time walking begins tomorrow. Go do your time walking things. Feel the wrath of the Lich King.
There you go.
I thought that was punny.
Did that an expansion? The wrath of the Lich King. Sounds familiar.
I feel like it could have been punny, but maybe it wasn't punny because it's a thing. I don't know. I'm not as good as Rem is.
It's not a play on words because it's already a thing.
I'm not as good as you, Rem, with the puns. You're super punny, and they just
big pun.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving. And then sometimes you're like, Rem, please shut up. And then he just keeps going. And then my husband starts in. And then they'll have a pun war back and forth. And it's just...
If you're on a roll, you can't stop.
Unpunishable.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Also, the 28th Volunteer Guard Day begins. You can switch places with the guards in your city.
I know. Both days that I work. It's fucking fantastic.
Well, I mean, maybe you could do like in between.
Yeah, I probably want to get off
I feel like this is the universal sign for in between, but it could also mean not
or
that.
like this.
That's something else.
That's something we can't talk about, but it might involve scissors. You guys are weird. You guys are so gross. I gotta stop this derailing of things, guys.
Well, get back on track.
Choo choo.
There isn't a whole lot of actual stuff going on. The next release of the gated content comes out. And I know that they're adding more world quests and some more crap and some more crap and some more crap. But the next set of
crap is good.
Yeah, the next set of stuff that's just kind of rando stuff is being put out there. So by now, most of you should have at least gotten pretty close to flying, since you don't need the Legion Assaults to complete that. Hopefully, you guys have done your work on your reputation to be able to get that. Do all of you have flying?
I was just gonna say I'm probably without.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm always lagging behind.
So you mean to tell me that Secret got it, but you didn't?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was farming that shit before work and after work.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You can be disappointed.
I'll help you, Jim. I'm offering a handout, not a. I think it's a hand up, not a handout.
Storyline I have to finish still.
Oh,
Banks doesn't need a handout. He's got a legendary.
The only thing you should need is rep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the rep.
So I'm willing to fly you around because that's just how I am, dude. I'll fly around and you could farm lieutenants so you could turn in those Legion Fall supplies. The Legion Fall War supplies, I'm here for you.
Those are the best thing ever.
Actually, that's what I want to do, is put more artifact power into my DPS. Obviously, you don't want to take away from your main weapon, but I'm starting to see higher numbers and I want more power. So
there you go.
Who doesn't want more power? Who doesn't? But that's pretty much what's going on. They've done some hot fixes and tuning that you guys are more than welcome to go to World of Warcraft's website and check out. Nothing really worth, they're just kind of tweaking stuff here and there, but I did kind of go through and compile some of the things that are happening with 7.2.5. So the most notable thing that is probably on the minds and hearts of all the children is going to be the time walking raid that they're introducing. And it's pretty interesting. So basically, it's going to be Black Temple. It was confirmed. I don't know any other ones outside of that. I just know Black Temple's confirmed. And basically, like all the other time walking events, time warp badges. So it's all going to run, relatively the same. They think that there's a couple things that they've data mined. I don't really like talking about data mine things that have not been confirmed by Blizzard and Blue, just because I think you get yourself into a tricky situation. You're doing that, but you're supposed to be able to, as a demon hunter, collect the appearance of the Warglaives of Azeroth. So I would assume Black Temple would make sense that that's where it would come from.
Right.
In truth. And then they've also data mined time walking versions of a ton of Black Temple items, the Shard of Azeroth, the Great Staff of the Devourer, like tons of stuff in Black Temple that's items that they think is going to be, I guess, transmoggable. I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, the item level shouldn't even matter, though, for the simple fact that you're not going to use it.
Right, for sure. But I mean, I suppose if you run time walking on your, I think if you run them on your fresh maxed, right, isn't it worth it? If you don't have a lot of gear on your fresh maxed. I don't really deal with a lot of time walking stuff for no other reason other than I just ironically don't have the time.
Lower level gear that we didn't really need drops, so it's definitely, you can get some pieces, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
There's also a Chromie questline. Now I'm mentioning this just so that you guys kind of have an idea. They have data mined tons of conversation as far as you meeting up with Chromie and kind of dealing with some stuff that's kind of happening with Chromie, but there isn't enough information for me to give you guys because all this stuff is data mined that has not been confirmed. So I don't like speaking on that kind of stuff, but it seems pretty lengthy.
Data mine dialogue is a little bit different because there's nothing really changing about that necessarily.
But we don't even really know what it means, to be perfectly honest. We know that it's a quest line, and they have it looks like they have at least 3 sets of quests that go with it. I guess she's found as a quest giver and member in the Time Walker. Yeah,
Done.
Located where that's my phone. Located where the Time Walkers are. Quests such as Future You, Past You, and some other stuff. But I think that's kind of cool because Chromie's one of those NPCs that just everybody loves for odd and random reasons. You know what I mean? It's Chromie, for crying out loud. So I think that that's pretty cool that they're kind of giving Chromie some room to shine in 7.2.5.
Because she's a bronze dragonflight.
And I don't know what lore-wise this adds to the mix. Maybe Rem has a thought?
An idea? Yeah.
I haven't looked it up yet. All I know is Chromie's back and forth in timelines and stuff. I know that Rathian is involved with the whole Chromie thing, so that's kind of cool.
Oh.
You know that Rathian's involved?
Mm-hmm.
Like in 7.2.5?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how do you know? Can you enlighten the rest of the class?
I just told you it's in the new game files that were uploaded.
It's in the
That's
the
what I'm
dialogue?
saying. With the dialogue on data mining is a little bit different.
Yes, I see. Okay, that makes me excited. Well, I'm going to wait until this is I'll go into PTR and test it myself and see where the quest line takes me so that I can have some front-hand knowledge versus dealing with data mine stuff so I can actually see kind of how it plays itself out without giving away too many spoilers, of course. But I actually am now reading what you're talking about, and that's a lot of...
I don't know, even when we have it tagged with spoilers, people are like, spoilers!
I know, they act like it's like our whole life is to ruin them. Also, one of the cool things that I thought, because this is what's interesting to myself, is the... they have a transmog competition coming in 7.2.5. It's called the Trial of Style. Basically, you talk to the transmogifiers and use the barber chairs to perfect your look. Vote for your favorite transmog. When you go up on stage, you can strike a pose and earn, people can vote. Now,
twerk.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be this whole big thing. What I thought was cool about it is you can have all the... you can have themes, summer styles, winter styles. You can wave, cheer, dance. You can vote for contestant A, vote for contestant B. Looks pretty similar to the pet battle window, kind of. when you're dealing with the votes.
Right.
I'll go in and test this. Everything we're talking about today, this weekend, I'll go in and test some of the stuff so that we can kind of see. But after several rounds of voting, depending on how you place, you'll win a MOG prize. A MOG week reward 3rd place, consolation prize 1st place, and then you right-click to open it, and it could be all kinds of stuff. And then basically a MOG week token, which can be turned in to transmog gear in Dalaran, which is kind of cool.
That's pretty neat.
The weekly winner currently receives 50 of those tokens, which is kind of nice.
That's neat.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's nice that they have like freestyle, Champions of Light, Epic Purple, Everyday Heroes, Tabard Time. Like, they have all kinds of different possible themes, which I think is pretty neat.
Did you just say Tabard Time?
Yeah, what was I supposed to say?
No,
I don't think
referencing something that's idiotic.
Explain.
Did I say it wrong?
No. He's saying it's referencing something.
Back when Jersey Shore was a thing.
Oh, Tabard Time!
Oh my god.
Do you think it really
they have Fire and Ice, mismatched,
No other thing you can be referencing.
Mismatch Mayhem, Fun and Flirty, Ready to Battle, Winter Wear, Heroes of Azeroth, Primal Style, Faction Pride, Dark and Deadly, Everyday Heroes, Make Me Laugh, like all kinds of different fun themes, which I think is really neat. This makes my heart super happy.
What would be cool is if someone won it in game, then also won the cosplay at BlizzCon.
That'd be
like they cosplayed what they wanted. That'd be cool.
I
see where you're going with this.
I like the way you
work it.
Yeah.
No,
like bag it up.
But is it worth it?
So Belle should just wear her transmog at one day at BlizzCon. Whatever she's wearing.
Side boob action all day.
I'll win a Black Mage Reap just for you, Jimmy Banks.
If I were to wear that, I would probably get arrested because some indecent exposure if I wore what Belle wears would be super not cool, guys.
I mean, I could wear what Secret wears.
Yeah, but you're a dude. It's cool. It's acceptable. Like I have curves that go in places they're not supposed to, so it's just not appropriate at my age.
My curves have curves.
My curves have curves. My fat creases cry, guys. It's just not appropriate to wear in public places. In line with that, this is my second favorite part, is holiday transmog items. Over 40 new holiday items have been marked for cosmetic/transmog. Noble Garden.
Finally.
Spring Robe. Your
Angadi's holiday sweater.
Yes. Hollow's End, the hat of all the sisters, the 3rd sister, the 1st sister, the 2nd sister.
Cool. The Hollow's End is cool because
Winter Veil, the sweater, as he said, plus the finely tailored green and the finely tailored red. The Fire Festival, so the helm of the Fire Festival, plus all the other stuff that goes with that. Love is in the Air, Pilgrim's Bounty, Brewfest, Lunar Festival, and Bloodsail Rep, the Bloodsail Admiral's hat. What I'm most excited about is one of these is a top hat, and it's the Purple Brewfest hat. And I need to be dapper, and the only way to be dapper is to be rocking a top hat, guys, so I'm excited.
No, that Bloodsail Admiral, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
So is the Headless Horseman helm on there? Or
it's not listed on there, just the helm of the 20 sisters or what.
Oh wait, you can already do that because it's purple. Never mind.
Yeah, the hat. Yes, you can already do that. But the hat of all the sisters. So you have the 1st sister, the 2nd sister, and the 3rd sister is the hat you can.
Which one was the hottest?
Probably the in between because she got the best of both worlds. If I had to guess,
Truth.
But that's based going off human things.
Yep.
2 new micro holidays. The Moonkin Festival is going to be one of them. The Moonkin Festival, the adorably named Moonkin Festival micro holiday. Basically, the event description goes like this: a wonderful celebration of all things Moonkin is happening in Moonglade. Stop by and see what you can learn. So one of the things that you can get is Beanie Boomy. Moonkin hatchling follows you, eager to learn from your adventures.
Ooh.
And some other, like, you get moonberries so you can feed your Moonkin hatchling. Then you get a Moonkin stone, which allows you to understand Moonkin, which is kind of cool. So I'm excited to see what that means, because who doesn't like tiny Moonkins, right? Like,
are they going to have a chicken wing stand too?
No kidding.
I feel like that's a little barbaric. Like,
sounds tasty.
None of that sounds tasty. There's also Auction House Dance Party, which I gotta say, when this was posted on Wowhead, people were very angry in the comments and were saying things like, this is why the next expansion is going to suck, because they're worried about doing auction house dance parties instead of content.
I mean,
they've been wanting dance parties since they made it.
They've been wanting the dance studio for a long time.
Exactly
what I wanted people to understand is there's a completely separate team that works on the expansion. So what they're choosing to do for our content patch has nothing to do with what they're working on for the expansion, because they have a different team, guys. So while you're QQing about them adding stuff for current content, can you please shut up? Because we need stuff for current content, right? Yeah, that's why they have a team. They have a current team, and then they have the future expansion team. There's more than enough work for everybody. I like that they're adding these things because it's making it where there isn't a content lull. Like there's stuff that they're doing, so I feel like we should stop just being dicks about it. And
I mean, I appreciate them doing a bunch of new stuff. Like I like the micro holidays, even though I don't get to do them because I'm at work, which is whatever. But I mean, the dance studio, whatever. I'm gonna do it just because I'm gonna be able to, but it's not gonna be like one of my I have to do this type thing. I mean, it is what it is.
So some of the cool spells that are associated with this event are drumsticks, microphone, dance studio, happy feet, guitar, and bass. And there might even be some sort of boss or competition where you can earn a high score for dancing as well, because there's like fan score, casual fan, serious fan, hardcore fan, #1 fan. Like there's different variations that you can have, but like it turns the auction house essentially into a disco, which
I'm all about the bass though.
No treble for sure.
Oh man.
You know, you spend too much time together when you finish each other's
sentences.
Oh, that was good.
Good job, Gemma. I was gonna say sandwiches.
I'm hungry.
Nobody's here. Frozen fans.
Check
no.
check the check the loaf of bread. You might find your sandwich in there.
Oh, too funny. So, yeah, those two are new things that are coming, and that's the majority of the stuff that I pulled together with patch 7.2.5. They're probably due for another build now, so I'll go in and test that stuff. We can talk about it more as the time progresses and just see what else they're adding. I'm still also waiting to see when Tomb of Sargeras is going to drop, so hopefully we'll have some information on that here in the next week or so.
New content is good.
New content is good, guys. It was really good. It really was. Now, that's pretty much all we had for news at this point, to be perfectly honest with you. There wasn't a whole lot of...
Segments are here.
Yeah, the segments, guys. We are ready to jump right into the goings-on in the pet battle world, whether it's future or past. We are here to support you, Gemma.
Bring out your dead.
Pet battle content, yeah. Thank you. So we learned last week, or we discussed the Dead Mines being a pet battle dungeon, which I got very excited for. Guess what? There's more. A Nomergan is also a pet battle dungeon, which is exciting. I don't have as much information, but just knowing that is very cool. You know, we discussed how, you know, if there was 10, that'd be pretty cool for like a meta achievement. And the stuff for the Dead Mines content has slightly changed, obviously, because it's still in PTR, right? So I think they're trying to get us to defeat the pet battle dungeon more than once, right? Because Wailing Caverns, you just had to beat it on the harder difficulty and you got your companion pet. And in the Dead Mines, you're probably going to have to defeat it about 6 times to get all 3 pets, because you have to buy all 3 pets now. So when you complete it, you'll get an old bottle cap, and that's how much pets cost for the Dead Mines pet battle dungeon. So
1 bottle cap or multiple?
Well, it says the Pet Reaper is 1 bottle cap, the Pocket Cannon is 3 bottle caps, and the Tricorn, Tricorn is a rat, and it's 2 bottle caps. So give or take. And I'm sure this content could change as well, so this isn't set in stone. But I think they're trying to convince us to do it a couple more times. It's kind of exciting to think of the other rewards, I guess, for the other pet battle dungeons, right? Nomergan,
homie.
Nomergan. Thanks, Holmes.
You're about to be Nomergan.
Great news. That's good. Great news if I told you guys last week, because the event's over, because you're listening to this on Tuesday. The Noble Garden Bunny which was the new pet from the last event, is cageable, right? So if I gave you
nice.
guys a heads up, yeah, you could have farmed that.
And sold it
not right away, but maybe wait a couple months because pet collectors wait. You know, I really regretted when they made the bush chicken a companion pet for the Thanksgiving event, and I ended up paying I think like $8,000, 8,000 gold. So I was prepared to pay 5,000 gold for this bunny because I didn't want to farm the chocolates. And I know a lot of you listening would have farmed chocolates and sold them. Maybe you already planned ahead and bought some things that you can sell. So good for you if that happened. And the one thing that I haven't talked about in a while, I said I was going to research it. We didn't really need research, but I've been using it, right? The shoulder enchant for pet battle supplies. You know, those just keep dropping as I'm world questing or I'm doing whatever kind of content.
Yep.
And you get, random good stuff that will make your companion.
You get like the charms and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah,
charms,
the charms,
bandages, all sorts of stuff.
They're giving away the charms this expansion, and there's a few items that you can buy with those charms or other companion pets you can sell. So great way to get extra stones to make your pets rare, make some gold if you're selling some pets, or just, you know, earn charms towards you know, the items that you can buy. Also, you can get the lesser pet treats, right? So you can save pet charms from not having to buy the pet treats for the boosted experience when you're doing leveling. So great stuff to come as far as pet battle content comes. Thank you. Someone was kind enough to actually give me a Noble Garden bunny so I didn't have to pay for it. So thank you. You know who you are. But yeah, not much going down in Pet Battle World, but a lot of stuff going down in Pet Battle World.
There you go.
Time.
Flashback to me always calling it Nogarian or Nomagarian. Remedies took several
That
runs.
sounds like something out of Games of Thrones.
It was just really
You
awful.
did it as an adult.
Like you're trying to say Gamorrean.
It was just really awful trying to learn how to be a
Gonorrhea.
freaking human. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a struggle, guys. I
No,
can't
you
lie.
started talking like this because of your brother. Let's get facts straight.
I don't appreciate that.
I do, because it's fact. I love your brother to death.
That's
but
a pretty
he
specific
can't speak
fact.
English to save his life.
I don't know what this means.
Broken English.
I don't know what any of that means, guys.
Shh. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even understand English.
Segments
Just
are here.
That's so weird.
Tab of time.
Cabs are here.
Right?
Gonna go park the car.
So, secret.
Oh, I'm going next?
Yeah, because it goes in order of seniority, and you're next.
Seniority, huh?
You're next up in seniority.
Yeah, Rem's a rookie.
So,
Rem.
Are we in a sorority?
Oh my
Seniority.
god. All right, let
I
me get
guess
serious
me and
now.
Secret's the only one that watches Barbershop, huh? I guess we're the only ones that
Oh,
got it and
man.
thought it was funny.
I
So,
funny.
Secret's Confessions. What is
Yes.
this about? Tell us these things.
So as you guys know that have been watching, listening, I really haven't had a segment in, I don't know, probably since I really haven't, like a set segment. I used to do rating. I haven't really done that much in rating anymore due to the fact that I'm not really rating as much as I used to, thanks to my good old, professions in real life. So kind of loose talk between Ram, Gemma, Bell, even some other people that are part of the writers have kind of been like, hey, let's throw some ideas out to help get Secret back in, to his segment status. So Secret's Confessions, right? I kind of was freestyling it right before the show because I've had this mindset to type this out, but I decided I wanted to PvP, the Eye of the Storm all last night. Kind of impossible to type while you're flying through the sky every 15 seconds, which is very terrible to do on my rogue. But anyways, back to what it is. So as we were kind of talking about this, it was, for me, I'm curious, what type of questions you guys have for me as a PvE player. I mean, I have PvP'd for just say 8 years or so. I've run a lot of content, whether it's raids, dungeons. I've even pet battled for a little bit, but I just I couldn't really do it as much as, other people I know. And I have friends outside of Gemma that love pet battling. Like, this is what they do. They pet battle all day. I can't do it. I would rather level an alt from 0 to 110 than to pet battle. So an example of a question you guys could ask if you choose to, for the listeners, the viewers, stuff like that, is I have one right here, Secret, what's a mountain game that you would love to have, but you haven't gotten yet? So I'll just answer that now. And it's Mimran's Head, because for whatever reason, I've loved that mount. Ulduar was one of my favorite raids to do. And I just can't go back there anymore because I farmed that place so bad with transmog stuff for the mount, for the legendary, that I don't want to go back there unless I really have to. And with my luck, Udwar is going to be one of the time walking raids pretty soon, and I'm going to go back there. So this is just like simple ideas. I would rather keep it WoW related instead of like, hey, Secret, how many hats do you own? Or, what's your favorite color? I mean, I'll answer them, but I'd rather keep it WoW related as much as possible.
What cereal do you prefer in the morning?
Honey Nut Cheerios. So,
Oatmeal crisp.
I mean, I actually like all foods, so I could make toast and be excited. But, these is just a little simple idea for now. We might be able to expand later. I would like to go back to the whole rating content, maybe with Tomb, when Tomb comes out. I'll do some more research on that and give you guys, an idea and grasp of that. But for people that are like casual players, that have questions in terms of what type of tank should I be, or, why do you like healing? I've been a healer for 10 years. What made you do it? Even though a lot of people kind of have got that knowledge from when I started on the show.
Caster Qs, was it?
Well, Qs weren't a thing yet. So that's when you
true.
actually, Qs were not a thing that didn't even exist yet. But later on, yes, that kind of was a reason to be a Resto Shaman and, a monk healer, and, so I could do the Jimma.
Yeah, nice.
But, these are just ideas, but I'm open to you guys. I appreciate all the comments you guys have done for myself as well as the other, the other co-hosts and stuff like that. And I just want to get you guys more involved as viewers and listeners to get in more a better grasp on who I am, or even who Rem and Jimma. We all know who Belle is, because she's mean. But
She talks more than anyone here, so
yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
But that's all I really have for now. I'm looking forward to whatever questions you guys do have. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Belle. I see it.
Wouldn't it be sick if Alduar did become a raid?
A time walking,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah.
I would have fun going back in there, but I wonder if I could use my mace again. That'd be great. Put bubbles on everybody.
Well, that's like when Molten Core did the flashback thing for the time walking raid. The old legendaries were working because you're scaled down. Yeah.
Ah, true. Then I see that happening. So, yeah, this is just like I said, a very simple, and
we need to get
I like it.
people on the show to confess some things. They've been doing some bad stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, send in your questions. info@PWNCAST.net. Send in your questions. Address it to Secret, and I will forward it to him.
Hit me up on Twitter,
Yeah, tweet to @SecretSauce101. Tweet to @ThePWNCAST. Tweet. Do whatever you got to do, guys. Let's get some confessions. Please make it WoW related. Do not ask what his favorite thing to do is on a date. Like, we're not doing a Dear Abby situation here, guys.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Don't get crazy.
Yeah,
but
funny to read. And
I'd like to see some of your guys' creativity here, though, for sure. No, Rem, you're ineligible for any kind of.
Look at the grin on his face already.
You're ineligible.
He's writing something now.
We can't do this. You can ask me questions when we go eat tacos.
You're ineligible. Okay, Rem.
For sure.
Legible. Yes, hi.
So what's the news with Kil'jaeden?
I was trying to figure out how I was gonna word it, but I was gonna be like, Kil'jaeden, who is he?
Who's his mother? Where did he come from?
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
What's his blood type?
A mommy Draenei and a daddy Draenei.
Whoa! Look at Jimma's like, is he really going to tell us the story? Because I really want to know how Draenei
touch
do it.
tails like an avatar.
Do they? No, for serious though.
I don't know.
No.
Are they anatomically like the same as humans?
Oh, correct. I mean.
Yes. Are they?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Are they anatomically erect? I wonder how many Barbies Jimma has in his closet right now.
Segments here. Tell us some lore.
That was much needed laugh. I probably peed a little, guys, in the interest of full disclosure. Rem, take it away, bud.
So for the Tomb of Sargeras, Kil'jaeden will be the last adversary confirmed for the raid. And so Kil'jaeden is big baddie for the Burning Legion. So he is essentially what?
I like how I didn't even have to say anything. You knew I was going to ask you. He's Eredar, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
So the Eredar and the Draenei are one and the same. Draenei are just it's a language in Eredun for the exiled ones because they left.
Yep.
Blah blah blah, and that's a whole nother shebang. But Kil'jaeden is an Eredar, yes, and so he and Velen led the Draenei way before Sargeras contacted them, and in between them rising up, they had I talked about it before, but Archimonde informed them of a plot against their rule, and so they became 3 leaders for the Eredar on Argus. And so with Kil'jaeden, big deal was he was swayed and not really. He pretty much was manipulated by Sargeras to give him and his people to the Burning Legion to assist in this burning crusade. It was pretty much a image or a what's the word? When you get your fortune told, brain farting.
Carn artist. Gypsy.
Tears of the Gypsy, yes. So he had a
I was just throwing stuff out there that made sense. I don't really know that it made sense to you, but it made sense to me.
oh. So pretty much he was swayed by Sargeras, and so Archimonde and Kil'jaeden were all for it, and so that's well before the Burning Legion was actually the Legion. It was as Sargeras was finding out about the Void, and he portrayed the the Pantheon, and so Velen is actually best friends with the Naru, and the Naru are the exact opposite of the Void. They are the embodiment of light, and so the Naru were trying to shift Velen into leaving, and Kil'jaeden took this as a betrayal, and so this is part of the reason why he is such a big force right now, is because he's feeling like Sargeras is not holding up his end of the bargain of the vision. That's what I was looking for earlier in the vision.
The vision.
He's not upholding his end of the bargain in the vision that he showed him. And so you having that cinematic where Sargeras is like switching the words around on him, saying that maybe he is the one that didn't have the tenacity and the heart to stick with it. And then Kil'jaeden's all like, no, you're the one that's not doing it. And so he pretty much just takes it into his hands, even though he's always been a big play because him and Archimonde were the number 2 guys. And this is Kil'jaeden more or less kind of stepping up against Sargeras, saying like, hey, I'm taking care of this because obviously you can't. And so this is why he's going to be such a pivotal role and such a monstrosity for this raid and this whole shebang before we go to Argus. And so I have a theory for Velen is either A, he's going to be the one that will, like, we're going to weaken Kil'jaeden, and then Velen's going to be the one to strike him down or do something where
Smite
it's
him.
going to, something like that, yeah, because we don't have the power as much of the power as we've gained from the artifact power and our weapons.
Right.
We don't have the power to take on Kil'jaeden, like, and end his life. Not only end his life, but incapacitate him to the point where he is no longer a threat. Because you have his demon soul, and so if he's not in the twisting nether, he's just going to come back and be more pissed off. So Velen's going to have to be a pivotal part, I think, because in terms of power, Velen's actually pretty comparable to Kil'jaeden, which people seem to forget. Velen's just this Draenei that's kind of forgotten, and back in the day, he was like, he could go toe to toe with Sargeras. So that's my theory is Velen's obviously going to be involved in the raid, but I think he's going to be the one that's going to either A, do like the killing blow, or some type of thing where he's gonna aid us better than Dadgar.
So essentially, like in Tomb of Sargeras, he's going to be like an NPC that's going to be at probably there during certain fights.
Yeah, at least he's going to be involved in the Kil'jaeden fight.
Yeah,
I mean the feud they have between each other like demands it pretty much.
I would like to see, and I know this is like kind of off topic, but Khadgar has always been for the past couple times during certain fights, like Hellfire Citadel, he was there, and Velen was there, correct? No,
not in any of the fights, but he was in the like an NPC amongst everything.
Okay, so I would actually like to see them actually put out damage, and only to the extent where like Kil'jaeden's life was that much more, but it still showed like, hey, I'm actually here, I'm actually helping you guys.
Well, it could be kind of like the Lich King fight where you get him to 10%, and then he takes your souls, and then Tyrion actually does something instead of sitting in the ice all day.
Yeah,
it'll be kind of like that where it's like you hit like a certain phase or you get to a certain point,
threshold.
Like, boom, here's extra power, or you hit 10% and he does something where I don't know, but that would be really cool if he actually does something, not just what Dadgar does in Nighthold.
Yeah.
Where he's all like, you can do it, heroes, and all he's doing is pew pew.
No, and then he pops hero on himself like 5 times and does nothing.
And so also another, something I want to mention is right after Tomb of Sargeras, well, not right after, but next patch is going to be going to Argus. And so I don't know if it's going to be a thing where maybe Kil'jaeden runs away and goes to Argus when you follow him, or it's going to take into effect that Velen knows where Argus is, and during the Light's Heart, when he tells his can't remember the name, but one of his technician guys to be like, get the Exodar ready, we're going to go home. So I'm still on the theory that we're going to take Exodar
back
to Argus or something of those lines, because Kil'jaeden may or may not run away and they might follow him, or they switch it up on us and we actually get rid of him and then we go to Argus, because maybe that is where Sargeras is hiding out. That's something I've been wondering is you have Kil'jaeden talking to Sargeras in the cinematic, and this is the first time we've heard him, and this is the first time we're seeing his like something of him in the game besides just like a vision or an image of his avatar. And so we have the shell of his avatar in the raid, and I just want to know, where is Sargeras? I want to know if people have any theories. Maybe he's on Argus, or if we'll only see visions of him, or what have you. And what did you want to say, Belle?
I was going to sing an inappropriate song lyric, but I felt like the moment has passed and I didn't want to ruin it. So
No, go ahead.
It's too late now because he kept going and I didn't want to interrupt him because it was good stuff. So, but it was going to be a funny, inappropriate song lyric that made sense with what he was saying. Missed opportunity, boys.
To branch off of what you said, Rem, I know we're going to go to Argus eventually. We all know that. They brought it up at BlizzCon and stuff like that. But what do you think if the next patch after Tomb was actually going to the Twisted Nether?
Well, Argus is in the Twisted Nether.
Is it? Okay, so it actually is there. All right, that makes sense then.
Is it Twisted Nether or Twisting Nether? Like
twisting.
It's still currently twisting. Oh, it's
no,
both.
it's still twisting.
It's still twisting. It's gonna
Part
be
of it's twisted and some of it's still twisting.
It's like ocean and sea. Well, that's smaller. Either way.
Yeah.
Potato.
Great job.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about Maya, but I'll do that next week because I need to read a book that I have not read yet.
Ping pong. Belle,
I've been being super quiet because God forbid I interrupt Rem.
We were just joking with you
the
earlier.
whole picket fence line's gonna line up on YouTube. They're gonna line up on YouTube for me interrupting Rem. So I gotta make sure I keep my nose clean where Rem segments are concerned. So I have to just not comment on it at all because
Nope. So you better keep your mouth shut.
he's the Tina and I'm the Ike apparently. Let's see. Rem, that was really good word. Because I don't know what's out there. Like a lot of people apparently know what Argus is and like what it's about. I don't really know any of that.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited just to see
Where this goes next.
Yeah, like what visuals are we going to be looking at? What are some of the things that we can expect to see when we go there? Which I guess the lore buffs would know more than I would on that level. So for someone like me who's not necessarily, I follow it just because I need to for the story, but I'm not necessarily like a seeker of knowledge.
Right.
You know, in that aspect. But I am excited to kill some freaking Kil'jaeden behind. I mean, how many more times do we got to kill these guys? We've been killing the same fucking set of people for 10 years. Maybe it's time to move on.
True.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding, JK. All right, so for Bell's Bites, I want to pose a PvP question. So, part of the PvP question I want to pose is I want to talk about what you guys would like to see in the next, for the next big thing for rated. So we know that they removed, they removed the 5-mans. Why? We don't know yet.
Well, I mean, I think the reason why they removed 5-mans is the length of time those took.
I think it's because they're bringing something else.
Well, that's true too, but I mean, 5-mans, if you've ever watched them, which I know you have, I have, those are some long ass fights. And I mean, 3s alone are long.
Especially now that they're making tanks a thing in PvP.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't.
Could be lack of engagement too.
Yeah.
5
valid.
I want to know what you at home, I want you guys to comment, and I want you to tell me what you would like to see as far as new additions. What would be important to you? Are you interested in new battlegrounds? Are you interested in a new strategic type of play, whether it be a 6-man or, a 6 or 7-man with different objectives? What would you like to see? The reason I'm asking this question is with them putting into esports, obviously there's going to need to be some addition.
Right, of course.
So the more that we go through esports, I feel like I would like to discuss with those of you listening or watching. I want to know what you guys have to say so that we can discuss it on the next show. So I'm looking to you guys to give me some topics of discussion. What type of things would you like to see on an esport level outside of just your typical arenas? What would you like to see them implement that's new to the PvP scene itself outside of what they've already done? Are you looking for more maps? Are you looking for more different types of strategic play? What kinds of things are the viewers and listeners interested in seeing on a PvP level? Because that's what I would like to be able to discuss next week. But I need your guys' comments on the show in order to get us, so the 4 of us can then have
some theory crafting.
Can have a good banter back and forth on things that we'd like to see there. In general, I think that would be really good. So
I think so too.
I had to make the call out for the information before I could actually do my segment on it, but I need your guys' help to do so. So if you listen to the iTunes version, email me at bell@PWNCAST.net. If you can't remember that, go to info@PWNCAST.net. If you can't remember that, tweet me, follow me, I'll follow you back, direct message me, stalk me, knock on my door at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell me what you guys think. So that way we could have I want to have a good theory crafting and banter session about it next week. As I'm getting back into the PvP and getting back into the scene and dealing with the esports stuff. Also, beautiful games by Method this weekend. Beautiful games by Method. But that's next up on my list, is we're going to talk about some Method stuff because that's what matters to me. So.
Were the beautiful games from EU?
So they have 2 NA teams. Okay. 2 NA teams. They have Method Reborn, which is your Snuts, Sea-Doo, Officer Bean reporting for duty, and then they got that new mage Sam I Am, right?
Right.
Then they have, I was wondering where's Smexon? What did they do with Nick? Oh my god. Then I see Method Awakening, or Method Awakened. So it's Smexon and 3 other guys that next time Secret's going to mute, and that's
I muted it. I muted it and then I unmuted.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
That's what I did last week.
Sorry.
Last week I coughed and then muted while I was talking, and I was like, "That's nice, that's classy."
And now I put it back on.
But they've got Smexin dealing with the Method Awakened with 3 other guys that are very well known. One of them, I don't really know them personally because if you're not Method, I don't really care about you. But I found out who the Sam I Am is because remember last time I was ranting about where is this mage, where did they get him? I was very upset. He's Northern Gaming Red is Sam I Am, which NG Gaming Red and NG Gaming Blue just came out of nowhere.
But does he like green eggs and ham?
Probably not. But excellent gameplay this weekend from these guys. I was very happy to see the games that were going on, and I think they revamped. So now they have that leaves 2 teams for NA, and then I think 1 for EU. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty excited. The tournament that went on this weekend was super awesome.
Are they making a bunch of teams so that at least one of them could be?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think that yes, probably if I was them, I'd probably do the same thing because it's really smart because Northern Gaming's done it, right? Northern Gaming's done it, so no matter who wins, someone's on top. I really think that they did that because they have so many great players on their team now that they just need to make sure everyone can play. These, especially with now you have the Triforce EU side, which is the old Splice team. They've really put on some heavy hitters here. Now, make no mistake, guys, I was really bitter towards Method for the last set of cup finals and just that horse shit that was going on called gameplay. Absolute garbage gameplay. However, I'm not one of those people that swap sides because my team loses, right? I'm the fan that's there even when you're doing crappy. So they did Method in general overall just played really good this weekend. I was really, really happy.
Well, that's good.
I didn't get to catch it live. Normally when I'm watching it live, like I'm tweeting as it's happening, but I actually had to watch the replay of it because stuff that was going on this weekend, I just could not devote my time. So a few things that I want to talk about. I do have an email here that I did want to read, which is what I wanted to save Bell's
Oh, don't read the email I sent you.
Let's see what we've got here. So, we've got Henry. I love the show and have a quick question. I mostly play solo, just running around questing and things like that. It appears that in order to complete my order haul and to progress in certain areas, I need to run dungeons. In that case, is that the case as you know it? First, I do want to tell you yes. In order to be able to progress with a lot of things, from your artifact weapon to your class-specific quest line and your order haul stuff, you are going to need to run dungeons. The good news is, with Dungeon Finder, it's really, really easy, Henry, so don't be scared. If you need to do mythics, utilize the pre-made group finder. Just search for the mythic that you want to do. Hopefully people are nice to you. Most of them are chodes, but you could get in a really nice group that isn't mean to you, and it'll definitely be worth it. He also says, I haven't done any dungeons since Wrath. It could be scary, but they've made it really, really easy for you to get in there and do it. Hopefully you have a guild. I know that the pugs are really bad because he did say the pugs turned him away from it. He said, I'm a grown man and I really want to crawl through my computer and beat the hell out of some of the people I pugged with. Dude, me and you are the same. Like,
Mel actually does that, though. Little did you know.
She's from the ring.
Like, I'm with you. I have to pug too, and I have a guild, but the times I'm on, it's usually I'm on really quick, and I don't, people in my guild are sometimes busy, but yeah, the same. I want to crawl through the computer and set their house on fire. Apparently it's a felony.
Arson? Yep.
I mean, apparently it's multiple felonies, but unfortunately that is what you have to do, and that is kind of crappy for you. I'm sure any one of us would love to run with you when you're on. Just comment your battle tag. Somebody will add you and we'll get you taken care of. But I do want to thank you. He said, thanks for the show and keep it up. We're happy that we can provide.
Monday, Tuesday morning, I'm always available.
Always available. Looking to party, I heard. Looking to party?
Always. I love partying. Party in my pants.
So now comes the portion of Bell's Bites where Are
you inviting me to a party in your...
Well, now comes the portion of Bell's Bites where I'm going to have to sell PP touches in order to be able to get this Kickstarter to fund. Now, guys, I am a moral and sound ethical person, and I don't really condone trading or bartering of any type of anything.
You already sold the three of us. What are you talking about?
I have 3 strapping young gentlemen who are down to give a pee-pee touch for us to reach our Kickstarter goal.
50 silver gold.
Currently, we are at 4,660. We have 48 days to make it to $8,000. If we don't fund all of it, we don't fund any of it. It's a bad time. I'm going to be sad. We're all going to be sad. We're going to be crying. So I need your money. I need you to stop what you're doing, and I need you to pledge to the Kickstarter. The good thing about the Kickstarter is you're getting pretty awesome rewards. So take advantage of it. These nice gentlemen would gladly volunteer for...
I will drink Starbucks with any one of you.
Strokes and stretches.
I'll
For
role play, but I'm not doing no pee touches.
strokes and it's for girls too, Gemma. If you're a female out there and you need a pee
With
touch,
a
I
pee-pee
got
touch?
you, boo boo. Like any one of these strapping young men. If you are a female and you want Belle to pee touch you, I got you. I can't pee touch the males because I'm married, but when it comes to women, apparently that's a separate category according to some people. Doesn't mean
You're
anything.
in a different area code. It doesn't
Yeah,
count.
so on a serious note, guys, a lot of you have helped fund, and I really appreciate it. If money's tight, don't worry about it. Just give us a thumbs up and tell us you love us. But if you have the means to be able to back, get yourself some cool posters and the t-shirt and all the cool stuff that's going to be custom artwork. The Gul'dan is looking super sweet. Rem got a shot of the staff earlier. Giggity.
A shot from the staff.
Can you mute, please?
I not mute? I pushed the button.
The button didn't
I pushed
work.
the button.
You muted it right before, and then you unmuted it, and
Son of a
then
biscuit eating monkey
Yes,
turd.
We're 2 for 2 tonight.
So we just
Please
suck.
donate.
Okay, so yeah, the Kickstarter will be down here. If you're on iTunes, go to Kickstarter, search DitchCon, and find it. If you are just listening and you don't have time to click a link, go to Kickstarter.com, search DitchCon, and you will find it, or you will find it down below, right here in the description. Down there. So guys, we need you to make it happen. I want to be funded already so we could be done with it. Get yourself some cool stuff. I'll even throw in a picture of Jim in the shower, guys. If this is helpful in any way, let me know. If
When did you get that?
I can't tell you my secrets. I know your
source.
secret, but I can't tell
I know
you.
I'm secret too, and I know I didn't take that shit.
I can't tell you the secrets, but we really need to get the sucker funded. If you're going, make sure you get your RSVP for DitchCon. If you're not going, still get some cool rewards, whatever. But
Yeah.
if you're going, I really hope you're funding, because I'm going to be really angry if you do not even give us $5, because nobody likes that one guy that shows up to the party and drinks everybody's beer. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't me, so
Nobody
I
likes
about
that.
one.
There's a lot of them out there, though.
for your whiskey sour.
And I don't really like to promote things, but when it comes to the Kickstarter, because the party hinges on whether or not it funds, it's kind of serious. So we did really good. We're at 58%, but it's not 100%. So we either fund all or nothing. If we don't make it to the $8,000, we don't get none of that money. So
Right.
next week I'll probably be even more desperate, and I might offer other things. But for now, we're just going to go with PP touches from the boys. And if you're a female and you want to donate to the Kickstarter, I will personally handle the PP touches to any female out there, because that's how I do.
Well,
You guys are like, I don't
you
know
for
if I'm
your time.
intrigued or completely grossed out.
I'm trying to figure out my life right now.
A couple people are thinking they're like, I really want one, but they know that they can't really get one. So
Yeah, you at home that's watching, Dirty Little Hamster, we know.
Well, it's only like 2%, but there's a few of them out there.
Little nasties.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all is nasty.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, guys, call in, write in, give us money, give us likes, give us comments. Don't forget what I asked you for Bell's Bites, guys. I really need some good topic of conversation when it comes to what should be added to PvP.
Did you get a chance to do the gravity? I know you did the frozen Arathi Basin, but did you get a chance to do the
I did
Yoss?
one. I got shot up in the air and died instantly and was like, I'm
You
out.
died your first one too?
I did.
I died my first one, and I was like, this is stupid. And then I was like, it's not, though. It actually adds a whole new element, and it lets you get across
It's pretty fun.
the map. Yeah, it's a lot of imagine.
I couldn't do many this week because you guys know I had a rough week. A really rough. I didn't even game until yesterday, the whole week because of personal stuff. But and I'm really sad because tonight's the last night, and then it's done with for 6 days. But I will be doing the next one, so I'm going to be pretty stokified about that one. But yeah,
do we know what it is?
I'm thinking it's going to be
the thing.
I don't really know which one.
We don't know. It'll be fun though.
By the way, it'll be next week, not this week.
Yeah, that's what didn't I say next week?
I don't know.
Those of you that listen on iTunes, you don't get the privilege of watching
the vein bulge in your forehead for wanting to kill Donovan.
Who's Donovan?
I watched. It's funny. Like I watched another talking of people. They all had famous names. Like we're all famous names, but they just called each other by their first names. And I just thought of some of the episodes where we struggled to not call each other by the first names. It's kind of funny.
I just want to tell you guys a funny, and the funny is Rem's. We've already said it, so the cat's out of the bag. Obviously, is Donovan. My brother's name is Dominic, and when I'm talking to Rem, I accidentally call him Dominic, and when I'm talking to Dominic, I call him Donovan. It's all kind of screwed up, guys.
A lot.
Yeah.
Because you're a mom, too, and sometimes when moms yell, they're like, Dominic, damn it, Donovan! They say the wrong name.
I just say, hey, you with the face, and the first one that answers wins the prize, basically.
Yeah, here, take out the trash.
So, guys, let's get to our week in WoW. Jimma, what'd you do this week?
I had a pretty good week. I was blessed by the legendary gods and got a true legendary. I know you said all of them aren't legendaries. This trinket is legendary. Best in slot, so grats to me. I only did one RBG. It was really cool because it was YOLO, right? So people know what they're doing. Some people don't know how to go get the orb. And we were just about to lose by 50 resources, but we killed them and we ended up having 3 orbs and we won by 12 resources. So it's pretty good because when you're doing a YOLO group, it's usually one win and you're out. So I was happy to get that over with. So I actually had a blast right before the show. I did a lot of other things, but I got to do the Eye of the Storm, the Gravity one with a group. I did it a few times solo, which was fun. But as a group, it's so much better. So I had a blast doing some PvP before the show as well. And I just feel like I'm forgetting some stuff, but, the World Quest stuff. I had a pretty good week in WoW. It was fun.
That works.
Well, you were in fan favorite area.
Really quick, they added more brawls.
Did they? Breaking news now or next week?
I knew that already. I just wasn't sure of the name of the brawls, and I hadn't had a time to do it before the show, but that will be talked about next week. But I'm sorry. Does this make me right?
No. Because
I was going to say, why is it always right and wrong with you, but it's the same with him?
You want to know why? Because people are really quick to point out when I'm wrong, but they're not so quick to point out when I'm right. It's like when you owe money, people are really quick to take it, but when they overtook your money, like if you overpaid, they're really slow to give you your money back.
7-10 business days.
Just say it. Was Rem wrong?
That hurts my feelings, Rem.
No,
Yeah,
because she had 3 different numbers in her head, and I was messing with her, telling her it's 3.
You're a terrible person. Just kidding. I
But
love
no,
you.
there's 7 on the website.
Interesting.
Variety.
Secret, what did you do this week?
Not a whole lot. Just ran a lot of LFRs on alts. Did a lot of farming on the Broken Shore on Secret. Ran a Mythic 11 today prior to the show. Vault of the Wardens, which sucks, but we actually had really good RNG on the last boss with her whole, I'm going to throw a million images out and you have to find the right spots to hide in. But other than that, not a whole lot. Did the brawl, did that on my rogue, and that was just awful.
You didn't enjoy it either?
I enjoyed the loot I got from it. I got a 9-10 Titan Forge ring. So
Wow.
What?
Yeah, and it was crit verse, so it's actually pretty good for Outlaw right now. So I'll take that. But other than that, not much. Ran a little bit of, played some other games, some other Blizzard games, and yeah.
Rem?
I did the brawl. I did the raid and a bunch of quests. I finally, because I don't like farming rep, I finally got the the Warden's bonus
Exalted.
done,
Hmm.
and I got gold.
Oh,
Yes.
because you want the toy, the Warden's appearance. I actually don't know what you did this week because you ran solo because I was dead this week.
You're MIA, and I was on and off.
I got a mount from High Mountain from that little.
Did
bag.
you get it? I've been
I
stalking
did.
the Suramar flying carpet to no avail.
I want
haven't-
the
yeah, I haven't
mount that
done
I
it.
want, the Stormheim one, because it's the Storm Drake, best Drake, NA.
I've gotten 3 Nightfallen Paragons already, and it's gold in all of them. And I'm like, wow,
Wow.
really? Really?
Yeah.
But
Wasn't it Murky that said he got? Oh no, he got the appearance.
he did. So what,
Nice.
so you did World Quest. How many, did you do Paragon stuff?
Just the Wardens. Everything else we're just kind of going up progressively because they're in the same area. But I'll do a lot of the Paragon stuff this week because I believe Stormheim Up is up right now,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. And the mounts are pretty cool. I'm more excited about the Stormheim one. But yeah.
Faux show.
By the way, the brawls suck as caster and Gravity Labs. Yeah.
I agree.
So far, the best one to me was the Wrathy Blizzard. So
Yeah, me too.
I agree. I think they're refining it. And I'm really excited because I'd like to see. I don't want to talk about it because I'm waiting to see who's going to talk about it for their comments. So never mind. I almost blew it. Okay.
then you, Belle. How was your weekend? Wow.
I
The minimal that you did.
didn't log in 5 days in a row, which is
That's gotta be a record
really
in a long time.
that just doesn't happen, guys. Even BlizzCon week, I log in on my laptop. This just does not happen. But things happen. I'm starting to get back into it though, game wise, because I don't feel good when I'm not just actively gaming. And I kind of feel like weird for being on this week because I didn't do it. Like I feel like a poser, but you know, I played yesterday and today so that I felt a little more in with it. But
Yeah.
good things though. Tough on the personal front, but I have good family and friends that are just good people that are helping. And the game family is really great because they are just so supportive whenever you're going through real life stuff. So,
Yep.
but I did all this week. I logged on the beginning of the week, or it might have been like the weekend last weekend. Did a bunch of stuff that I needed to do for my resources. Did all my missions all day on my phone. Every single mission that came up for AP, for rep tokens, all that I did. So when I logged in yesterday, I had a ton. I had one full trait of just AP that I could
Nice.
learn.
Oh, yeah.
And then the rep tokens, which gave me, like, I instantly got the Warden's. I didn't get anything from the box, but I got the Warden's Paragon box. And then one of the Nightfallen ones, which was really nice. So even though I didn't get to do anything in World of Warcraft, I actually depleted like 1,500 resources, and then yesterday spent time getting those 1,500 resources back by doing world quests and
There you go.
doing my Blood of Sargeras at the vendor. And now I'm been doing all that. But being able to do those missions when you're not physically in game is nice to just log
That's a
into all that
blessing.
stuff in your bag.
That app is pissing me off. It won't let me log in. Sorry to put a downer on your.
Did you? Why won't it let you log in?
I don't know. I have successfully done it before. Like, and I got a new phone, but it just keeps looking around. I uninstalled it and went in, and I'll try again. Sorry to put a downspin
Well,
on.
and I would research too, and even we can help you, or not research, but reach out to support. But I did have a struggle with that a time or two when they were having server issues. Sometime over the course of the week, they had authentication issues.
Yep.
Okay.
And sometimes instead of uninstalling, log out completely. And I mean, I tried a
Yeah,
bunch
not
of different
logged in.
things.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it after. Thank you.
But that was pretty
I think
much
we
it.
had a good show.
I think we had a great show, and I hope those of you that are very critical and cynical of Bell paid attention to this week's episode, because I made sure I was quiet 99% of the time. In fact, there were discussions you guys had I wasn't even involved in because
True story.
haters
You're
gonna
looking at your
hate.
phone.
Haters gonna hate. Potatoes gonna potate, and I was trying to I promised people I would shut the fuck up.
Potate.
So
What's Taters, Precious?
But I also want to tell you guys to get excited because Frieza is currently leveling is 102.
Nice.
He's loving the storyline. And for those of you who I didn't get a chance to do the show, the 2-year episode or the 3-year episode past cast show. I didn't do it all week because of personal stuff. I finally got it done and uploaded this morning. Go check it out. It's in the playlist. I also threw it up on iTunes, so go watch it if you haven't had a chance to watch it. It'll also be linked here at the end. But it is posted in the podcast playlist here on the YouTube channel and on iTunes, so make sure you guys have checked that out. Now, if you guys did have the privilege of checking it out, you guys will notice that of all the interviews, Frieza and I had a 50-minute long interview.
Jesus.
Well, one of my favorite pastimes has always been to sit and talk World of Warcraft with Frieza. You guys are not strangers to that, especially some of my veteran guys who've been watching since the beginning. I can tell you that he also enjoyed it, so I think we could probably look for him to guest once he maxes out and bring him on a guest and just kind of see how he's feeling about stuff. And I hope you guys watched it. Frieza was my absolute favorite because he did get up in the camera and was like, did his thing where he was in the camera. It was so good.
From the two of you.
It felt so good to just be back in that seat with him. So who knows what the future holds there, but I do know that he is leveling. He is happy. I checked in with him today and messaged him and said, hey, we should level this weekend. And he's like, I'm already 102. Well, already then. So for those of you who are Frieza fans, we're gonna make the dream happen and we're gonna bring him back. So
there you go.
Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, guys, thank you for joining me this fine Monday and coming dressed in your Sunday best and being nice to me and being nice to each other.
Yeah, we're always nice to you.
Mm-hmm.
Belle, but it's Tuesday.
Throw it up.
Getting down on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
I don't know what's up with these guys.
I think we're undefeated since the 3-year episode, though. With good shows, like
I think this was really informative, and I'm really happy with not as much innuendo this episode as normal. I feel.
Yeah, your endo.
Well, we're exhausted from all the friggin' people.
Your Nintendo.
Your Nintendo. Jimmy Bank's gonna blow you like a Nintendo.
Wow.
That's
so
the only way
with
the
that,
cartridge would work.
with that
Oh, but that was
super
weird.
awkward, you guys are so weird. We are going to go ahead and get the hell on out of here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for watching.
Comment on the show. Send us an email. Send us a like. Hey, if you watch the fucking show, like it, okay? We get like 1,000 views a week and like 16 likes. Hello? Is anybody out there? Knock, knock. Hello?
I had to turn the light off, so since we're about to shut down.
The last couple episodes, you guys have been commenting. I have not been able to get on those comments, and I totally blame my personal life for that, and I apologize. This week, I will make it my duty to go back the last 3 shows and go and look at all the comments. So don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to go ahead and get the heck on out of here.
Nice.
See you on another time.
Mm-hmm.
When I did the end of Frieza's, I was like, I never know what kind of hand gesture I'm going to do. Like, I don't know if I'm going to wave awkwardly. Am I going to do, like, jazz hands? Am I going to salute? Like, I never know what I'm going to do at the end. Jimmy, you're very dapper in that pinstripe.
I have the name for the show.
Looking awesome.
Is it?
Draenei. Are they anatomically erect?
I think Anatomically Erect is going to be the name of the show.
Goes with the peep catches, which I'm not doing, by the way.
You're not anatomically correct?